Hello, hello. Sorry for the delay, everybody. Hi, Ray, and hello, Teague. And hello to anybody else we have out there right now. Who else we got out there? Happy Wednesday to everybody. Hey, Lime! Hey, hey! You made it! How are you doing, Lime? Ooh, your day off? Nice. How you been spending your day off? Hey Kaya, and hello Aramore. Welcome to the stream, as always. Lime Cole is saying, I'm good. I'm in a few hours. Oh! You have an exam? Oh wow, okay. Good luck on your exam in a few hours, Lime. And then uni holiday for a month. Nice! Are you gonna do anything special, fun, go on a trips or anything for the uni holiday? That's always nice. I think, is that if I'm correct, I think like in Europe, yeah, you get like we have like our equivalent of like summer break, I think, but then you guys have like a different kind of thing. Or is this? I guess this is maybe the equivalent of a summer break, effectively. Ah, working. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? My mic sounds good? Oh. Does it sound different today than normal? I only say that because I didn't change anything with the mic recently. At least not since like last stream per se, but possibly, I don't know. Is there like a noticeable difference? Did some setting or something change? Oh, interesting. Well, shit, okay. I mean, I'll take it. I didn't particularly do anything. I mean, no, never mind. Yeah, of course. I spent like 10 hours, you know, just fiddling around with settings and learning audio engineering. Just for you guys. Duh. Always. So I'm glad it paid off. All those thousands of dollars I spent on that overnight boot camp for ASMR microphone setup, of course. When you pay top dollar, you get top quality, you know what I mean? So let's see. So summer break is December to February. This is my winter semester break. Oh, so do you get... So I guess, like, I think for us, summer break is roughly 2 months. And I'm guessing what they do over where you are, Lime, is that you have 2 separate months off. So you have like a winter break and a summer break, each are about a month long, instead of like one giant one in the summer and then just like little ones throughout the year, like we kind of have. Also, hello, Liara. Hi. How are you doing? Oh shit, nice. Liara saying you took off work for the rest of the week because you could. Well, that's a great spot to be in. Do you have like a lot of PTO or something? Is that what you mean by that? Like because you could? Or just like you got all your stuff done, so you're like, all right, boss, finished all my stuff. I'm amazing. I'm out. See you next week. Also, I'm kind of eating a little bit of a snack because I didn't really eat today, so I may mute the mic every now and then, or you could I guess you can get some free chewing ASMR if you guys want that. But yeah. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. So I'll mute the mic when I'm eating my meals. Also, holy heck, that's a lot of time off. Which, to be honest, I feel like is probably a much better balance. Do you feel like you're happier with the Aussie, the setup? Aussie. I have not been to Australia much, but I did go for wind ensemble back in high school. It was great. Loved it. Went to Australia and New Zealand for a couple weeks. We did a couple performances. Like we went to perform at Sydney Opera House. Got a chance to go to the Great Barrier Reef a bit. It was great. I'd love to go back one day. And to the time off and like breaks and stuff. I mean, I definitely feel like even like in the working world, right? There's that kind of I guess movement or study, right, where a lot of people make the point of like that work culture and school culture is kind of all messed up, or like especially like I think I'm talking about with regards to like the United States maybe, but like that it's not a great balance. It's kind of like a workaholic centric thing where there's like supposedly, you know, I definitely have heard of studies where it's like, oh hey, you know, like places in the world have done like much fewer hours of work week, or even just like, you know, like 4-day work week, 3-day work week or something like that, right? But then like just like during those days, people get tons done because they're like just overall like more jazzed to go to work and like all that stuff. And I could definitely see that a strong case being made for that, because it really is true that sometimes you are just slogging through and it's just so unproductive, but you're clocking in your hours, you know? But like, I'd rather just be like, I'm like ready to fucking go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and just gonna kick some ass. And then like, we're gonna get everything we need done, you know? And hey, Rolf, hello. Welcome to the stream. Man, this is like 3 streams in a row or something you've been here. Awesome. Nice. Clarinet for life. Trombone. What up? Low brass. Although I mean, honestly, I have friends in all the sections. I mean, I'm a fan of all the different instruments. I don't know. I don't like woo woo low brass, but I definitely I don't really think down on any other areas or anything. If anything, I always like, I mean, it was always really cool to hear some of the, you know, the woodwinds and stuff with their solos and that sort of thing. Or like French horn or something. Oh man, a French horn solo is so good. Flute, nice. A flautist? Is that right? The flute player. Euphonium. Oh my gosh, we got so many. Man, you guys, we should start a band. Dang, we got like a tuba. Do we have someone really low? Do we have percussion? Any drummers out there? Or not necessarily even drummers, like percussion, right? Like marimba, I don't know. Nice, Roth. Bringing those sick beats to Bandcamp. Also, just to preface, as I usually like to try to do on these kinds of streams, for what we're gonna do today. So the idea today, is that we are going to just kind of like very casually explore some concepts for like making a museum, gallery, aquarium kind of thing going on. And I will full on say the idea for this stream really definitely came about as we've been talking about like the Eorzean Aquarium, right? And we did the visits to it and everything. And it kind of had me thinking like, oh man, you know, we did like one of the very first things I ever did on my stream was the aquascaping episode. And weirdly, interestingly, that actually is one of the most popular things on my YouTube channel, link below. Yeah, I mean, and I did really love that concept. I think I actually want to explore specifically aquascapes again sometime, maybe, you know, aquascapes 2.0 or something like that. But today, I had the idea of like when I was looking around at the Eorzean Aquarium of like, oh man, it'd be really cool if we could, I don't know, I guess I was curious in my own sense to just explore the concepts of like, yeah, if I was to build an aquarium, if I was to build a museum, what would I do, right? What design patterns might I try doing? So it's a very casual stream. I don't really have anything particularly specific in mind that I'm going to do, because I kind of just wanted to have it be a bit more casual. Just, you know, I think something that I've noticed for some of the streams that I've done recently is I sometimes am trying to get in too much stuff, and then I kind of end up having to a tough time a little bit, maybe balancing out like just like the kind of, you know, this casual vibe where we're just chatting and hanging out, with also trying to get through a bunch of material or something. So I definitely want to get back to having some of these streams where it's much more laid back, right? Where like, there's no like pressure to like finish any particular thing today. It's kind of just like, let's just explore some stuff and just kind of build with me energy, just hanging out, that kind of thing. So hopefully you guys are on board with that kind of thing. Also, hello, Fruity Snacks. Perfect. Just the person that's perfect for this stream. Also, Stormy, hello. Welcome to the stream. And wow, thank you for the tier 1 sub. As always, I appreciate your support, Stormy, and I'm always glad to have you here. Let's see. Also, I just saw, so, Fruity, you played Mallet Marimba? 4 Mallet Marimba. Oh, nice, with the 2 in between the fingers, right? Like, yeah. Or like the, holding the one between your, I think, pointing your thumb, or even like your pointer and your middle finger, and then you have the one between your pinky and ring finger, and then you can do the 4 mallet. I always thought it was so cool when my band marimba friends would be able to do the really fast runs on the marimba and stuff. You know, like, or just like arpeggiated notes and stuff is just such a cool thing. The tone of it is really nice too. I just really like the tone of marimba. Oh no, you sold your flute, Liara. It happens though. I gave my trombone to my younger cousin, who also joined marching band and everything. And I think they might have given it away. I'm not exactly sure what happened with it, but you know, yeah, there's like a sentimental value to it, but at the same time, there's kind of like a, if it's just going to sit around collecting dust for forever, I also think sometimes it can be good to give it to an owner who's going to really appreciate and love that thing and, you know, use it. So, did bass drum for marching band when I was a conductor. Oh, you're the drum major, Lime. Nice. Bass drum and drum major. So then, yeah, you must have a very good sense of tempo then. It was always very cool to see drum majors. Did you have like a cool flurry salute? You know, like sometimes like the drum major at the start of the before the pre-show. I don't know if that happens everywhere, but I know like when we would do shows, there was always you know, the drum major would be like, so and so band, is your band ready, right? And then the drum major would flip around, and they could just do like a simple like forehead salute, but a lot of them would come up with like their own little fancy like, you know, micro dance or like micro little maneuver thing, and then do the salute or like go into a salute. Did you have your own little like flurry salute? Oh, thank you. Also, Stormy, do you stream too, right? If I remember correctly, you said that you have streamed a couple of times and stuff. Is that correct? And Fruity, Fruity, do you guys stream or do you just invite people over? You know, either way, it doesn't really matter. Even if you guys don't stream, I just want to use this more. So, first of all, shout out to Stormy, who is the owner of Dark Divinity, for whose crowd I had the honor of playing to this past Monday, and that was a wonderful, wonderful time. And she's also been a great friend and a big supporter. So shout out to you, Stormy. And I believe you do stream. So go have a look at what she's been doing. Oh man, hold on. I know I'm a little behind here on chats. Invite people over. Well, even if you don't stream currently, I'm going to shout you out anyway, Fruity, as the owner of the Eorzean Aquarium, which is just a phenomenal, phenomenal project. And again, it's the inspiration for what we're going to do today on the stream. So, yeah. Let me make sure if I just put my stuff over to watch. Wow, you have 4 different museum projects? Awesome. Yes, I did. High school. Orzile, yeah. Yushikuma, hello. Welcome to the stream. Lots of upcoming projects. 2 aquariums and 2 non-aquarium museums. 1 bigger than the aquarium. Whoa! Big things coming down the line from Fruity and company. That's awesome. Roth seen it? Roth seen those Stormy streams? I bet they're top tier. Well, hopefully now more people will also see your guys' stuff if and when you guys stream. Okay, so yeah, like I said, today is very much a very casual stream. So yeah, let's keep chatting band. Let's keep chatting whatever. People's streams. Other cool stuff. I'm going to put away some of this stuff out in the house so that we have some room to work with. Okay. So this actually works pretty well. I was gonna like tear down more of this place, but to be honest, this works pretty well, I think, for our purposes, because all we really need is just a very simple setup to start with. And I think so we're trying today to capture the vibe of like a museum, art gallery, aquarium kind of thing. And we're not going to make like all 3 of them per se, but like it's, so to say, we're trying to capture the idea of a public venue that is meant to showcase something, right? Sort of thinking aloud here, right? Okay, so generally speaking, what happens when you're showcasing something, right? So usually, I think when I think of museums, art galleries, these kind of things, I think we're going to lean a little bit more into the museum side of things. Museum that could easily be repurposed into more of an aquarium. But yeah, so I'm thinking like if you guys have been to Museum of Natural History or the Tech Museum or something like that. I think there's like, I feel like almost we could do a separate stream where we do more of like full on art gallery, right? Like Guggenheim, right? Or something like that. The MoMA, the Guggenheim. I do feel like there's a little bit of a different aesthetic there. So I think for starters, we're going to start with more of the like natural history museum kind of vibe where you have like displays that either display items like relics or something, but also they could display or depict some kind of a scene of nature or of some kind of natural event or something, right? So the way museums usually work too is they usually do have these sort of like pockets of space, right? So for example, you'd walk into the museum room and here you'd have a pocket of space with which you can build something, right? Okay, so I'm thinking okay, what am I thinking? Okay. I think we split this thing into two sections. We have one here and one here, right? And we have two pockets, and we're going to try to build two separate things next to each other. Or they could be either linked or they could be two separate just things that are happening. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, so let's try grabbing a partition. Just get a Hinken partition. Okay, there we go. So we have like our Hinken partition here. Let's see, what will we do here? In the stream that Rolf was in one of Stormy's streams, and he did an amazing job drinking grog, playing music, and guarding the loot. Nice, as a pirate should. Yar. Indeed. So, will you do like roleplay streams? Is that what you're doing, Stormy? Like, or in what sort of stream did you have Rolf drinking grog and playing music and guarding loot? You have piqued my curiosity. And Fruity, I'm curious. So, with regard to the stuff that you guys are now building, are you guys going for like? Are you guys collaborating with other people? Is that like where this is going? Because I know you mentioned that you like because of the Eorzean Aquarium, you got a lot of people messaging you and being like, "Yo, that's such a cool idea. Could we maybe do something, with this, or like, I have an aquarium too, and like that kind of thing." Are you just like getting people, wanting to contribute, or just kind of curious, like what you guys have got going on? Of course, I understand if there's some level of secrecy or something, so no need to say it if it is not the time to reveal it yet. But whatever you can reveal, I would be curious to know. just kind of like the vein which you guys are going. Oh, in Sea of Thieves, you guys are playing Stormy. Ah, I see. I was watching some friends play Sea of Thieves. It looked very cool, very entertaining. I could totally see how one could get very into that and have a lot of fun. Okay. So I'm trying to think what would be cool here. So I think a couple of key things happen when you're looking at a museum. Let me actually, you know what? I'm just going to do a little quick Google search here on museum displays. And just see what comes up. What do we got here? Okay, so maybe it's a bit dangerous to Google, but I think museum displays is a safe enough thing to Google. I would think so. Okay. Let's pull this up here for a second. Right. So okay, so here we go, museum displays, and we're just taking a look here at like. Right, so this is the more of the art gallery look here. But I think what we're going for more is we want to try to do something, yeah, like this, but or really more like this almost. The National Museum of Natural History, or is it National Museum of Natural History? Or even something like these could be really cool. Although you don't really have glass boxes very well in this game, but like I do think there's maybe something interesting one could do with this. Yo, actually that's an idea right there. So that's really cool. Okay, so something like this. Or you know, something like these where they have the like, okay, so I was thinking this when I first was just quickly brainstorming in my brain. Like they have the camel, the Damel statue. And it's like one of those things that like it's kind of hard to figure out what you're supposed to do with one of those things, but I do think it'd be kind of cool to make it in a museum sense. I think it works perfectly. Museum of Eorzean Natural History. And get like some of the other like animals from around, and you can make a little nature scene, right? So, okay, I'm getting some ideas here. This is probably not too hard to do as well, right? Like this is like a MoMA gallery or something. Yeah, this is kind of what I was going for. This like display where you have the things all stacked on a wall. Okay, actually this makes me think there's a way that we could use that new Garlean Ironworks, the workbench thing with all the holes in it, and we could maybe make some kind of a little display that showcases like a bunch of weapons or something, right? It would marry in with using the mannequins, right? Okay, so I think what we're gonna do here. Okay, I think I have an idea. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for like a prehistoric-y kinda like yeah, like the Museum of Natural History. So I think compartment 1, we make a scene that's like with the Damel, the sort of a nature diorama scene, and then here we'll go for a weapons display of like something that looks like spears and stuff, bows and spears, right? So it would feel kind of like maybe going through some kind of Eorzean history thing where it's like back in the day, you know, I guess we still use spears, but like, you know, these are like maybe like hunting weapons for more like a tribal thing, right? I think that's a cool way to go maybe about it. And then right in the middle here, we can have like a little sign or something. I think that the sign that we got recently, would work really well here. What is that thing called? The it's like the warning sign, you know? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Spiral! What's up, Spiral? Hello, Juliet. Hello, Maladorn. Welcome everybody to the stream. Welcome back to the stream. Let's see. So there's a lot to that. First, let me see. So, Freedy's saying the short answer is sort of. So, for the aquarium we're building on the EU servers, that was us, and we're working with a housing owner there to get a house and help with funding. Okay, so you're expanding where the Eorzean Aquarium concept is within the whole of Final in general, right? You're trying to like bring it to other data centers and other server clusters and that kind of thing. So it's not just a North America thing. And then we're reaching out to some other aquariums on the UCCs. Got it. Okay, and then you're trying to compile a card, right? So I know you said you wanted to create like a hub of museums and aquariums and that kind of thing. So, which I hope to grow into a full Eorzean culture venue. That would be very cool if you guys pulled a lot of that together. And getting volunteers and people ourselves. Very cool, yeah. Labyrinthos warning sign. There you go. Perfect. Do you need to be do you need to have done the shared fates to get that? Do I have a Dalmal? The camel can't be hard to get, right? Okay, but actually, let's preview what are our indoor furnishings we have here. Like what else could we use? There it is, the stuffed. Okay, yeah, here we go. We got these two crazy ass things, right? Okay, so apart from just the literal display that we're going to go for, this is too, I think the Dalmal is a little too crazy. This is a little bit more at eye level, so you can actually see something happening. So let's go with this thing. Stuff Gagana. Okay. And then, kind of nice, let's see, for the diorama thing to have maybe the sky a little bit. I don't know. No, actually, I feel like dioramas don't always have that sort of thing. Okay, this will be interesting. I definitely think this could work easier in like a medium or a house or something, but we'll make it work. Indoor garden. The big trick here too is I want to try to figure out better ways to make it believable, like to achieve the museum effect. So not just in what we're displaying, but how we're displaying it, right? So framing the view of this is very important. So I think something right away that strikes me is I'm going to bring back the concept that we used last time with using, where is it? The verdant, this one's these verdant shelf partitions. I think there's a use for these here, right? So I think when I think of a museum, a big thing that strikes me is you need like the viewing counter, right? Like, I mean, you need a view or a space beyond which you're not supposed to walk, right? And that would have maybe information about the thing you're seeing. But also, I think it usually often has a bit of a framing thing going on here. So like having the little, the metal bits here, right? I think would be quite nice. Oh boy. I might have to place this from storage, right? But I also might need to just demolish a little bit of this this over here because it's gonna get in the way. But I definitely think, yeah, so something like this could be really nice. Let's see, what is it? Storeroom, go to storeroom. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? The verdant. There it is. Oh, way too far. Okay. I think that was too far, but we'll see. Yeah, a touch too far. Boop. Oh my god. There we go. Okay. Kapow. Okay. So I think, right, this already creates that look where we're looking into a space. So I think just the framing, giving like a very clear framing to the display is a really big indicator of sort of a museum kind of situation. Actually, I kind of like that the greenery is hanging down there, especially for the case with our this thing, Gagana. It's a little giant though, I guess, for the fact that it's here. Is that... Oh, it's a little too... I see. Ideally, he's a little bit smaller. Is there any other... Okay, what other things could be displayed here? Let's see here. Appreciate it, super cheap on the market board. They're super cheap on the market board. I'm going to do aquarium. Okay, let me actually grab one of those Labyrinthos signs. Might as well while I'm reading through some of the chats here. So, Fruity's saying we're doing an Eorzean Aquarium branch on EU. Full thing. So not just but not a one-to-one copy. So similar, but not quite the same thing. The Aquarium Discovery Center will be on Sophia, which will be smaller to start and will be about 5 displays and touch tank. And will act as a sort of demo of the aquarium. But we'll use Discovery Center to give us a home base to host events, gather volunteers. I see, and then eventually grow it out. Oh, wow. So that's where Lime is home based, Sophia? Perfect. Well, you're about to get an aquarium. That's cool. Let's see. Am I misspelling that? Labyrinthos. Labyrinthos tilapia? Is the... I'm guessing that... Okay, maybe the Labyrinthos sign is not from... not market board tradable? Hey, Nimbus! Welcome to the stream. You can try using small dolls. They are small, so it might be a fun perspective thing. Small dolls, yeah. So, trying to think which toys, though, feel like they could belong in a natural history museum, per se. The sign is locked by shared fates. Okay, that's what I kind of thought it might be. Okay, let's nix that idea then for now. We can imagine. We can use our imagination. Okay, here's another idea. Using the toys and making like a battle scene. Has anyone ever done that? I feel like that could be kind of cool. Let's see. Lakshmi, Susano. A lot of these toys don't really come across as like... The Gooby. They're not really like animals. I guess there's the fox. Kojin. You can make like a Kojin shrine. Alpha. Oh, Namazus? They're not, I mean, they're people. They're not really animals per se. Maybe I just need to let go of the idea that this necessarily has to be animals. I mean, I guess it could just very much be... Oh, Gaily cats, I guess. Like, Gaily cats could be floating around here. And then there's even the, what do you call it? It's the Phasmoscape, right? So we have the Phasmoscape, and if we had some Gaily cats floating around with some rocks and, like, a scene, that's, like, an option. Carbuncles near have, like, a destroyed-looking thing. Oh. There we go. The otters. Oh, that's true. The otter lanterns. Is there actually like there's the otters. Is there like just the otter by itself, I guess? I guess with the lantern could be okay too. What's are things like a treasure? Like there can be treasure, there can be, let's see, okay, this is Garlean. What are we doing here? What can we do here? Weapons display. What marries well to that? Ba, 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 ba. It's tradable. Yeah, I don't think it's tradable. We'd need to share a state or something. Small dolls. That's what it'd be. That's true. What goes with the weapon display? A display of how the weapons were made. So like a workbench, right, for example. Yeah, I guess that's another way to look at it, right, is when you have those things where it's like, you know, it'll be like as if you ripped a piece of like, I don't know, so-and-so's, you know, bedroom out of their house and they recreate like just the corner of it or something. Like, oh, here's like Miyazaki's working desk, right? And it like just is the desk and kind of like a little thing with a little plaque next to it that would tell you like what was going on there. So that's definitely like a way we could do that. You could go with the Garlean aspect, or we can go with like the animal kind of aspect. You know, so it's there's two takes I think I'm seeing here that could go. We could go a more natural history kind of thing. So like possibly relics, but also sort of animal life or that kind of thing, and then kind of maybe spears and bows and stuff. But then the flip version of that is you do something that's more like maybe Garlean metalworks, where we go with like robotics and technology and that kind of thing. So for something Umbral Calamity, right? You're talking about Juliet, with the Dreadworm. Oh, I'm trying to think, like, what do we have the most items that allows us to recreate? I kind of thought like the Gaily Cat thing is kind of cute. And just doing like this, right? So using the Sea of Clouds Phasmoscape here. Right, like something like this, you know, or I guess we can hide it a bit. And then we kind of can create like a little, let's see, what do we have to use? People use the jaws as rocks. I think I've seen that done. Or people use even white screens, right? So even just having white screens. These are really big. Okay, I'm just trying to see what happens if we have... Or this could be like a night sky. Oh, it's kind of cool. And what we're gonna have here, though, actually, do I even have? I think I even have those Phasmoscapes, right? Didn't I? I bought them. Oh, I bought the Royal Menagerie ones. Where did the other ones go? Let's see. Here we have what will be the weapons display, I think. Maybe represent that by like this. I think, I wonder, do I have more dance poles? I was thinking like we can use the dance poles thing to create the glass effect. Or we can just actually use the glass effect, right? Use a showcase, and then we can use the Garlean, so where is it? It's the weapon rack thing. This one, the Ironworks tools. Flip this backwards, right? And then we can get like our pinboard looking thing of which the weapons are affixed to. Use mannequins, and then we can use showcases. Oh, I had it. There it is. Showcases. Okay, so how does this look in this slot? Well, that's right, they're tabletop, so you can even like put it up here. But let's go down below. And I think you can't put them into each other, right? But that's actually okay. I feel like we can have one like that with the weapon hanging there, even a bit farther back. And then you can have like another thing that's displayed here, right? Use a rug. Oh, that's true. Stick it to the rug and then move the rug around. Yeah, that'd be an interesting thing to do. Okay. So... Okay, framing this out. I also think it'd be kind of nice to... I'm not like a big fan of the fact that there's this just a big sheer white thing up here. So, and I know that you can't dye the verdant, these shelf partitions, so we might need to use another partition and float it up above. Just to cover all that, the white bit. just to make it a little bit more interesting looking. Okay, so okay. Do I have a mannequin in here? I think I did from the tutorial we had, right? The not dress form. Where's the mannequin? Is it here? Oh, wait, no, I'm so silly. This is the mannequin literally right here. Okay. So we have the mannequin. I think Miko. I think, what was it? Is it Miko the change pose? Oh, the tail is the problem though, right? So I think we want a here. Let's see. We want male Miko. If we use something that doesn't have like a tail or horns or something, that's easier to hide, is the thing. So, okay. Okay, so now, and if we give this thing a role of a DPS, we can give it a, for example, Bard or like a Dragoon. Okay, so this thing's a Dragoon. And then, do I have a cool looking spear? What is the shortcut? There it is. There's a shortcut. Okay. I can just go buy a really crappy looking spear really quick. And by crappy, I mean awesome and like a relic of the past. Or should it be Garlean? I don't know. Maybe I can get both. Okay, so we can get Dragoon. Let's get a spear. Weathered spear. Do I need to be able to equip it? I don't think so, right? Does the mannequin need to be like, do I need to be level 15, for example, for the mannequin to be able to be level 15? And equip something like this? I don't think that's the case. But we'll try to let's get the lowest level thing possible. Okay, so what do these look like? Oh, that's definitely not right. Penthesilea's is too crazy. Something like this is pretty standard. I don't know. I think this. I don't know if I can do this as well as. I'm thinking that I might be able to pull off the Garlean look of a museum, like a little bit more modern, futuristic look. I think that's more interesting, maybe than just trying to go for the flat one. Which makes me think. Okay, so I think I did this for the example. Is I used a gun. And I think I even have the gun that I was using. It's the... Where is it? Is it this one? Yeah, like this is an example. It could be this kind of gun. Or... this one. Oh, no, not that. The original of this. Okay, basically... Okay, let's... I think a Garlean thing could be more interesting. And to get those Garlean... What was that pinboard thing that I just used? tool? Is it Ironworks tool? There it is, Ironworks tool set. Hopefully these are not too expensive. That's kind of expensive. How many would I need? 4? Four maybe. Okay. Sorry, I'm thinking through in my brain. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a pinboard display on the right side, and then use a showcase and or an aquarium to create the glass effect on the left side. I'm not really a big fan of that weird yellow tinted glass, so I think we need to use an aquarium with salt water to create the blue tint. Or even just use dance poles to create the false, like, glass lines. Okay, I think I can get out of 2 of these. Possibly 3. Let's start with this. I'm gonna need an aquarium too. Ironworks tool thingy. The tool thingy with the jig, yeah. Okay, so just display, select year to display. Oh, right, I need to change this guy back to a machinist. Select year to display. Let's go with this. Items displayed are not for sale. Correct. Perfect. Okay. Okay, and that gives us a nice clean thing to use for this. So what we're gonna then do is, oops. Is this big enough? There we go. Yeah, perfect. So take grid snap off. Might need one more. Yeah, I think we might need to make one more. We're going to flip these backwards. We're going to take this and replace it with, I think, a aquarium. Right, so we take, let's see, what kind of aquariums do we have to work with? That's big enough. If not, metal, no, I think the metal does match the, well, it kind of matches the rest of this thing. Is that, let's see the big one. Could be like that. I guess that does feel more Garlean than other things. I guess we can also just hide it. So actually, I don't like the big. I don't like how big this metal is. So I think we might go with this, which is much easier to hide. And then we take this and we move it like about there, right? And then we can easily hide this with other kinds of stuff to frame it out better. And then we can at least have the correct color of glass tinting for our display. And then, yeah. And then we put a spotlight above it, which I'm thinking we can use, well, I guess you could use something like a Queen's Rest, or you can use the factory light, or a snowman butt, which would make very much sense for the Garlean look. Okay, so we will go, do I have one of these somewhere? I don't think I do. I'll have to maybe either get one. Tier 3? Is that too small? I think tier 3 is too small. Yeah, tier 3, it's gotta be tier 4. That's gonna be pricey. That's okay. Okay. So let's grab our stage panel, flip it around. I think we need 2 more of these actually still, so maybe I'll go get one more of these. Oh no, you know what we would have above that? You'd have a sign. Is that correct? About there? Are these not lined up? Ah. Okay, test of concept first. Okay. I need to grab this better. There we go. Wait, why did that not stick? Come on. Okay. So it's basically this, and then we take this, and we go like this, go like this, go here. And there we have our gun. Needs to be sticking out more. Okay, so that's the gist. We take a second mannequin and put a second weapon here, maybe. And then we could have more displays here. Actually, I'm even leaning toward this, that this whole thing would even come more forward. Yeah, I had wooden. Amphi's right. I should just go buy some more wooden slats. Oh, it's so pricey. Okay. Oh, what's up also? Hello, Kelly. Callie? Welcome to the stream as well. Slat. That's not too bad, actually. Wow, while I'm here, I might as well look at the aquarium price. Oh boy, yeah, I remember these aquariums are really expensive. Okay. It's fine. We'll make it back. We'll make it back somehow. Go to your apartment. Okay, take the inventory. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah, see, that actually only looks pretty cool to me. Like that, right? Oh my goodness. Why is it so hard to click stage panels? It's like so difficult to grab them a lot of the time, right? Like, what else is here that I'm supposed to be grabbing? What? How come I cannot touch this thing? What else could I possibly be trying? You kidding me? There. Okay, switch this to salt water for the blue tint. Okay, so yeah, the stage panel hitbox is super bizarre. Okay. Where am I going with this? I'm just trying to think. Okay, let's shift these over. Oh, right, of course. That's fine. These being misaligned is really bugging me. Okay. Where does this, where do these look good? Where do these look best? I mean, I honestly just want to move this thing. The aquarium. I can do that by putting it on a shelf and then like doing this. Oh boy. Or I can mega crane it. This is so... Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, bookshelves, you gotta go. You are too frustrating with the camera flicking, going through you. Hello, very close to the camera. You wanted to see the whites of my eyes. Okay. Up. Ugh. Okay. There we go. Oh, are you kidding me? Tilt camera 75. Nope. Messed that up. Tilt. Can I not do it in the housing thing? Yeah. Okay. That's a much better view. Okay. Is that rotated? Weird? Oh, right, because this... Oh my god. The wood things are not rotated to a grid snap. Come on. There we go. Okay. And I think it needs to go farther back. More. Yeah. Is anyone else working on some housing projects right now? You kidding me? How did that click and go off? Ay, ay, ay. You got your first commission. Oh, congratulations. Oh, and you're fishing. Fruity snacks, that sounds appropriate. Are there more fish that just came out? Is that a thing? I should be working on getting this alt levels, but fishing. So, I mean, were you a fisherman before you came up with the aquarium thing, right? Like, was fishing just like one of the pastimes that you just really loved in the game? Just completely for fun's sake, like casual, just fishing. You know, now that I'm looking at this, I do feel like this little overhang, the lip here, creates a natural window that you would view this from. Makes you think, if anything, we just need to use rectangular partitions or something to make this really flush looking. Instead of this, like, I feel like it's not, things don't look very unified right now, you know? They look a little disjointed from each other. I wonder. So if you did this, like, I'm looking at this thing and it just kind of doesn't feel like it's coming together in a unified looking way. So I'm trying to think what could make this thing look more unified, right? So one thought I'm having right now is that we utilize the natural lip that this thing creates, right? And use that as the how far in this particular area goes. But then how to make that feel connected on the bottom. Because if we have all of our stuff starting here, it's going to come over the lip of this bottom part. So to make that cleaner, I was thinking of putting like some hanging sideboards there potentially to smooth that out. But then now that I'm thinking about it, potentially if we just flip this around, this the shelf on the bottom sticks out way farther than everything else. So we could utilize that like this, right? And then that way it looks like these two pieces belong together, because they do. So just by inverting this, we get our the little post thing here, but we actually get also this, right? So, and I think, yeah, it's like that maybe, right? Where now, and we could move around the position here so it lines up more better, mo better. And then we duplicate that over here. And then now we actually have like a perfect window with which is also framed out. And then we pull everything forward within this frame. So, okay, let's try that. Let's try... pulling this. Oh God, I'm sorry. And I'll open your face again. Let me grab the... Okay, this is the one big issue with working with these dang things, is they are very chunky. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make this easier on myself because I realize I think I'm trying to do too much. And again, I mentioned at the beginning of the stream that a lot of times I'm just trying to do too much on one stream, more than I can do. You know, the concept itself is just more complex. And I realize we're almost at like half an hour left of the scheduled time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this easier on myself. I'm going to scoot everything over because originally I was trying to make two of these things. Let's see. Okay, so let's make, in this space, we're going to make one really neat display case, okay? And we're going to use the width of these partitions to judge what that width is going to be. I think sometimes simple is best, right? Sometimes you just simplify stuff down and it really just makes everything better. Okay, so what we're going to do, yeah, take this, move this here. We'll get it, well, aligned in center more so. Where is it centered? To the post, right? That looks good. Again with the hitbox thing. Okay. Really? No. Come on. Give me the other one. Okay, so take this and we take this and we... Right there. Okay, so... Perfect. Minimal texture glitching, and in any case, we have this that we're going to use. So then we take this, we take this, if I can grab it. Secrets revealed. Okay, so we're going to slot this in here. So I'll actually, even this, just alone, I think just even from an aquarium standpoint, if we were going to make like a more, like, I guess, architecturally framed out, ornate looking aquarium, you could do this, right? And just sink this in here. And just this, I think just doing this like that, and then you could dye these things, and you could make them match a little bit more, right? With the aquarium there, the wood. And I think that could be like fruity if you guys wanted to use this potentially for like maybe a hingen or like, you know, some area that's more wooden. I think this could be a cool way where you get the aquarium, just the displays themselves, right? Feeling a little like they have a little bit more ornate framing or something. And for the case of our thing, I'm thinking we're going to use only part of this though. And then we're going to block off a big part of it with partitions. What do I mean by that? I'm going to take this. Okay, I'm going to try to do the quick version of this. Because you could do a really in-depth build with like rectangular partitions and some other stuff. But I think what we can do is skylights. Maybe. Let me see this. Let me try this. So I'm thinking flipping these backwards will allow us to frame this out. Okay, hold on. We'll start with that. Did not mean to do that. Yeah, see, so like this, right? Oh, that's interesting. It kind of actually works with the white. If you just fix this, if you just put like a post or something right there, oh, that actually works so well. Okay. You could just push everything back. There, like this, right? Okay. And then the aquarium just needs to get pushed back. And I can just do... Oh my goodness, this is going to be chaotic. How can I grab the wooden slats? There we go. Oh boy, okay. Right, here we go. Well, shoot, maybe this is just going to become an aquarium build. Which wouldn't be the end of the world. There we go. Oh, I see what's happening. Why that doesn't grid snap properly? Because the showcases are not even. There's more. Yeah, okay. There it is. That's the grid snap. Now they're... Okay. But actually having them... one off. Okay. Let's try that. Oh, I think that the aquarium is not on a perfect grid snap on top of that Riviera wall shelf, so it's fine. We'll do off grid snap. But like that. And you could even take some white rectangular partitions or something and float them up, so that way you could, if you wanted to make this black all around. But yeah, okay, so even just like that, and this could easily become a display case for something else. If we just drop, for example, this in here, you could easily make this into a display case for something else. Like that, and have paintings or something. You could use showcases there. But yeah. Let's see. Fishing came first, and then the aquarium came second. Actually, fishing came first, then the YouTube channel, then the aquarium. Nice. I see progression there. 28 days later. Interesting movie. If anyone's never seen that. Then you got the aquarium started. The aquarium got started because I wanted to make a central lounge for fishers, a place for people to come and get bait, help from other players, etc. Then I realized, hey, you could bypass the fish tank limit if you use F-Serums, and I said that out loud. People were like, oh crap, you can. And here we are. Oh, Liara, you're doing a Heaven and Hell commission. What's that? And my last stream inspired you to change the outside of the FC, says Teague. Interesting. What? So last time we were doing the creative build, right? The mystery build with the fat cat and everything. And that made you think about your yard, though. How does that work? What are you trying to change your yard up to? Huh, this makes me wonder, actually from an aquarium standpoint, and we have maybe some aquarium experts here, but I mean, actually, I was thinking this could be more flush even, this could even be more clean looking, but, you know, I was thinking of covering up the bottom here so you don't see the grading, but I guess you could also make the argument that there is like vents and mechanic stuff going on beneath here probably to keep this thing even functioning, so it's not unreasonable to think that there would be some sort of gratings and stuff that people would have access to working on some lights or some of the gears or something beneath here. Or just it's like ventilation or something for the air pumps or something. Because another option though would be that we try to cover them up. So that way that maybe this particular detail along here matches the top here, but we don't necessarily need to see all this other stuff. One way we could do that would be with those huge skylights, the attic ones. We might be able to do a Hingen sideboard. Let's see what height is the Hingen sideboard. That's not quite right. I wish it was a little bit lower so we could really get the metal trim. But this could be an idea, right? So you could do this and have a row of these, and then dye them white or something, and then they would end up looking sort of in the right vein. Ideally, you could also float some stuff up from the basement if you had a basement option. I'm thinking if you had... What is it? What's that giant slanted thing? I don't know why I can never remember this thing. The giant slanted this one, imitation wooden skylight. I cannot remember for the life of me this name of this thing. So you could use this and float it down along here. Oh, you know what we can do? Spearfishing. It's not going to show the spearfishing jig, but we're going to use actual spears. This is... Okay. Yeah. So let's do this. So let's go with... Did I buy that? Okay, so with an aquarium, well, that's interesting. Okay. I think that's not quite even on there, is it? I think it needs to be a little over. Ooh, that's kind of cool. You can just get the little outlines. That could be useful. So if anyone wants to make some like modern art or some kind of pattern that needs this shape, that could be useful to know that there's a little lip along the Garlean Ironworks toolset that if you push it the rest into the wall, you don't get the little pin board? Okay, so what we're gonna do though is this. Oh yeah, so this could easily be a bulletin board too, right? So if you had your display here, which it happens to be a fish tank, but there easily could be anything slotted into here. Like a whole diorama, a whole scene or something. You have a pin board, you have a little sign, we could get the Labyrinthos sign and put that there, right? So I think, right, I would think you could do this, or any of the signage things, right? And this feels like it could make a lot of sense, like this, right? Or this could easily go here, right? Here's the information of what's in the tank. Here is a pin board for notices, for example, like, you know, things like a Children's Discovery Museum or something. They might have like, oh, the activities that are coming up, or even concerts or something. So there could be flyers here. One could use potentially the Gosetsu. Go. Let's see, how did I spell that wrong? The flyer, right? So you could be like, it's a band. You know, the band coming into town, right? And then you could try figuring out a way to float some of these here. I could see you also just pinning little toys or little other things onto here to create what looks like a collage, like someone made a little craft pin board. And I think what I was thinking too is maybe over on the side here we have. I really wish I shifted this thing over. I think I still can. Okay, I'm gonna shift this whole thing over because I really want the full effect here. Hold on, let me grab these back again. What? Where'd they go? Oh, they're on here. They're just, yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, we can do that. Sometimes, I swear, the grid snap or something on here is just so wonky. Is that even? Okay. Okay. There could be an argument that you even cover these up. Just because those posts are kind of... Oh no, then it shows through though. Okay, there's like a... We could figure out something to cover those up. Wood slats maybe? You could turn these... Or get a rectangular partition. Yeah, that would actually be probably pretty good. Like that. Oh, nah. Yeah, see, so like if you did this, then you could help cover up some of that post maybe. Just not sure if I'm a fan of the fact that this is kind of sticking out like that. It doesn't look like it's not the end of the world, but I think there's a way to do that that could be a little cleaner looking. But overall, that's still pretty solid looking overall. You would want the bottom, yeah. Give me some ideas for the Naturalist Museum. Children's Discovery Museum, yeah, exactly. right? Like, I don't know if you guys have been to stuff like that in the past, but I think it has that kind of playful sense, right? A little bit more. So at a high-end museum like the Natural History Museum or something like that, I don't know that you'd have like what looks like a pinboard, a craft board kind of thing. But if you were trying to go for a more like fun, lighthearted, like almost like it's either a children's discovery museum or honestly even like a mom and pop kind of run aquarium in like a local town, more like, right? Versus like necessarily a mainstream super aquarium. They might have stuff like that, right? Where like they don't have the budget for these super uber crazy signs, so they might have more of a pin board that has like a little, you know, some signage, some writing, some little arts and crafts things going on. And you could just dye this a little bit different color. It's kind of getting lost there a bit, so dye it, make it look like a cork board, right? So like this. What's a cork? There's like a cork brown, right? That looks horrible, so I'm gonna not use the cork brown. Maybe like that. There you go, that's it. It's like this old goat brown, or maybe even shale. That looks pretty cork board. Maybe the old goat. I think it maybe be like something like the old goat brown. Yeah, so 2 old goat brown dyes could give you maybe a cork board looking thing going on. We could get this. We could even have like you know, ancient spear fishing kind of thing. So we could go grab that spear that we were talking about earlier, switch our retainer mannequin guy back to Dragoon, put the spear up. So it's kind of like, oh, fishing and gathering, for example, is this display. Yeah, the feet are always an issue. I definitely have this problem in other builds that I've done. Okay, what could be cool here? I gotta say, they call it a harpoon, but damn, that thing's so... that's much better. This is like, feels like... they're not gonna stab anything. That is... way too bulbous, I feel like. It should be much more slender, I feel like. But maybe, I don't know, I'm not exactly like a super fisher extraordinaire either. Brass spear? I mean, honestly, that actually looks much more like what you'd use for fishing than these. Although these look much more tribal. Honestly, this has the right look, I think. While it doesn't necessarily make a lot of sense to catch a lot of the smaller fish, I think it is the right look for what we're going for here, maybe. I hope I don't need to actually be Dragoon to do this. Oh, there's a low-level fork? I can look in that. Let's see here. Okay, so... uh-oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, well, this thing's on a grid snap, so I can move this. Grab this guy. Okay, new plan. We'll experiment over here. Oh wait, no, that's not gonna work. To understand how to place this person. Okay. So I wish you could see the gear he's got on. Actually, let's try sometimes other poses will orient the spear a little bit different. There we go. There. I want it like that. I need it really tall, as opposed to... Okay, hold on. Store window. That's gonna... His elbow might be an issue. No, we were already at arms crossed. Unique. What is unique? That might work. Is that... Runway model? That doesn't seem that much different. I think store window. Right? That looked pretty solid. Okay, so I think like there? Nope. Okay. Let's see. I think could use Amphi's saying could use guest books, although I wait, let's see, what do we those things? So Fruity's saying I've been seriously thinking about a natural history museum. The issue is less decorating the rooms, it's more conveying the like knowledge, I think. We don't have a good way to convey text in the game. That is true. So could use guest books. It's not enough for like museum level information conveying. Right, right. Yeah, I agree with Amphi. I think so. Like that's interesting. That's an interesting idea. Like using the guest books, but even maybe so having the central guest book in the main lobby be where people write their comments, but in the actual rooms, utilize you and all of your volunteers' comments to write like an anecdote about something, and then lock the message book or something. I think you can do that, right? You can like show messages but not allow new ones to be written, maybe. So maybe if you could do that, if you could lock it but still have it showing the messages, then you could use the comments as a way to effectively write out comments to people. And then also you could combine that by saying for the full story, like maybe like there's 5 highlights you need to know about this scenario, right? That are written in the comments, and then you freeze the comments so that it's only a display of that. But the last comment or the main little blurb on the guest book says, for the full story, go to this link, right? And it's like eorzeanaquarium.com/ Hingenfish or whatever the link would be, right? And then that's where they could really get the full like museum level catalog of information and backstory, or an artwork, right? Like too, if you ended up having like custom artwork or something like that, I could see that being really cool. And for the people who like, for some people, they're like, I'm not going to be bothered. But like for the people who are looking for that, I think they'd really appreciate having the ability to really full on get into all that knowledge and roleplay. And I think that'd be a really cool thing to give people. It's gotta like just show. Oh wait. Oh right. I think people have pointed out that you can actually get the little skirt to go away by giving him like short shorts, and then it's not an issue anymore. But I think like what is the thing? Hempen shorts, right? I think then that way his little skirt thing will disappear. I love a lore build. That would be really cool, actually. Yeah, I mean to have context, like instead of having to either read a book about the lore of Eorzea or be in the game and try to piece it together, if you had the fusion. Is the row with the crossed arms best model for display? That is possible. I think you might be right about that. It's also the weapon and armor scales to the model. So I guess part of it was like, I wasn't sure if that would just end up with a really huge spear. Hemp and underpants for that much. Are you kidding me? What? Where did these get sold? You know, whatever. You know what? He gets high quality underpants. The things I do. The things I do for the build. Okay. Select your display. Wait, what? How come you can't, oh, there it is. Okay. Haha! Invisible underwear. Beautiful. Okay. You buy from the Aetherites, NPC vendors. It's okay. I gave somebody a little extra money. A generous donation. Okay, so how did that... It's just invisible right now. Okay, so... Okay, what actually... Does this look cool next to here? That actually does look kind of cool. Like, you know, and you just have some other signage or something going on here. It kind of makes me want to have two spears, almost. Oh, we could do that. Wait, we totally can do that. We can have the row one, and then we could have the smaller one. Let's do that. We'll have the bigger... Two variations of the harpoon-looking spear. One of them will be from a row mannequin, and one of them will be with the other one. And what do people... Let's see. What do people use to have little hooks that the spears would be attached to? Okay. Bone harpoon, that works. These are the same thing, right? Basically. Or would it be better to just have this? It just feels so much more like for fighting and not like something kind of tribally. I'm gonna go with the bone harpoon. These high quality things. I know. I could buy them at NPCs for pennies, but whatever. The mannequin. Can I buy that here on the Hakonin? Can I buy the mannequin from a Hakonin? It's at the bottom, right? I think. There it is. Mannequin. 10,000? Jeez. Okay. I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, and we'll go with the row. Oh wait, Dragoon first. Oh, what? Hold on. Oh shoot, I probably need to go buy pants for this dude too, huh? Does he need pants too? Okay, wait, hold on, let's... Oh, I can't... Arrgh. I need to switch his class first. Or his, the race. Row, male... Oh, this is gonna be a huge spear. Sometimes the menus feel a little like they take forever. Anyone else feel that? Let's get the right orientation here. Okay, so there's a very clear channel here that should be very clean, like that, right? So basically, if he's like just completely gone behind here. Oh wow, okay, he's big guy. Okay, so he's got to be like quite a bit behind here. Okay. Even more. There it is. Oh, this is little bits of right there coming through. Oh, and it's not... Is that showing the whole sphere? Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, I hope I get this right in one go. Nope. But also, let's just move these out of the way, actually. It's out of the way. And then I can get, the other dude moved over. Okay. There we go. This is good, this is good. Okay, move this a little bit further forward. Oh, I think... Oh, I see the problem here. I think this doesn't really clear his shoulder very well. I need to change this guy's pose. I am supporting the local economy, right, Fruity Snacks? So you gotta... Sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet to help the people. Is arms crossed the way to go? Might be. I think because that makes it stick out the most. Even though it's going to be at a different angle than the other one. Sheesh. There we go. Something like that, right? Because we need this guy's arm, like, right there, maybe. There we go. I think that's pretty good. Okay. Now we put this back in. And voila. All right, I didn't get the Old Goat Brown dyes. But yeah, there we go. Okay, so like, I think that's... Oh, that light is so harsh. Let's just turn the lights down a bit. Oop. And let's bring some of our wall lanterns over maybe. Very crude lighting, but it'll have to do for now. What's going on here? think. There it is. Up. I actually think the alpine lights could actually look really nice here. But okay, I think we're getting the idea, right? And actually that smooths out the differences between these textures and stuff too. But there we go. I think this is getting pretty close to what I would want. Let me grab this thing. Yeah. There we go. What do you think, Fruity? Does that give off some proper aquarium vibes? And again, I think as we mentioned, we could easily take this and repurpose this setup for something else too, right? So if you just take out the fish tank, you easily have this scenario where you could put a diorama in here, or you could make whatever, I guess, really, right? You could create like use the phasmoscapes, you could create a diorama, you could take more weapons displays and make more of like a whole bunch of weapons displaying on the wall here. I think with proper coloring too, that would really help. Again, covering up this, you can't dye this part because it belongs to this, but you could take a partition, float it up, and then have it sit just above the line of the metalwork here. And then that way you could create a different, either put a different wallpaper here, or you could have it dye. And I think like, let's see, furnishing color. Right. Ooh, that looks kind of nice. Yeah, then you get like the much more dark looking, like I could definitely see a deep sea exhibit or something looking like this, right? Where you take the take a bit of a darker dye approach, and then you same thing, float white rectangular partitions up just above the metal line there, and then you can make the top area look darked out or blacked out too. If you had the ability to float from below, like for example in a medium or a small or something, you could use rectangular partitions on the top and the bottom. And then you could create a very flush looking tank. Or float the whole tank upward a bit more and use Hingen's sideboard, or either float it up or down. Use Hingen's sideboards or wardrobes, both above and below it, and that could work as well. Bookcases, bookshelves even. Lots of ways that you could dress this thing up or down in different ways. Yeah, I feel like I just want to put a tank trimming in there. Do I have sit black? Oh wait, do I have sit black? Yes, I do. That's cool. Let's just try this. Oh man, I don't like the fact that this... Maybe if you don't draw attention to it. What if I take these out? Oh, there. If you don't draw attention to it, that's actually much better, I think. With the lights up there, it really kind of screams out at you. But if you do it like that, it's not nearly as noticeable. It's still kind of noticeable, though. I would still like to change that. And then... Up. Oh what if you had just alpine light? There's the new these, right, which emit like very like positioned light. Would that give a cool shadow thing going on? Oh, I think it's too much. You could get a very spooky looking fish if you did it like that. Like that. Oh, hey! What's up, Hawkeye? Hello! Welcome back to the stream. Thank you for resubscribing. But yeah, what do you guys think? Like that, right? There we go. I think I would maybe move this light around a little bit too. I think that I don't like this little beam that's like flying out here. But maybe even just on the sides. Oh man, that's crazy that it kind of casts that no matter where it is. It's not like the end of the world, but it's a little weird. Right, doesn't that feel like it needs some kind of a light thing going on? It's definitely got the aquarium live. This is the layout that actually someone with minimum housing experience can make. Yes, yeah, I think that's definitely something I was trying to do I mean, I wanted to build it here in an apartment, so that way it was very obvious that like anybody could do this. Like it's not something that you needed a large or something to accomplish. Yeah, but I know a bunch of your volunteers, yeah, they're just fishermen. I mean, they're not architects. I don't think I floated. Oh, that's not true. I did have to get the aquarium to kind of float up in place, but that's really just like unsticking it after being a tabletop item. But everything else is just pretty much positioned. Nothing else is really floated, so nothing crazy. You have an orb light or something. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah. So I don't have an... I mean, there are orb lights. I mean, that's a swordfish there. But yeah, that'd be kind of cool to make something like an angler looking fish. That actually makes me think it'd be really cool to do the jaws. Put the shark jaws and then have like a light right above it as if it's like a giant angler fish jaws or something. That could be kind of fun. You know how I said like, oh, this could be like a deep sea... If you black this out and have like a deep sea exhibit, and one of the things could be a spooky thing where you have the like just shark jaws and a little angler light, like in some kind of a little display area. Yeah. Yo, you know, Fish Fruity idea is like, I think that we have the new, wait, actually, hold on. So like, I was thinking like it'd be fun if you had like, you know, like in aquariums, sometimes they have like just like fun little things you're supposed to go inside and it's got a cute little interactable kind of thing happening. So I was thinking like, there's the new curved marble things, right? That lets you create the alcove, right? Can you dye this black? Yeah, so you could make this black it out. And then you could make like a little cutout on the sides here, right? Somewhere where people step inside it, right? And it's a little like, you have to like walk behind a curtain or something and it's a little like rotunda looking thing. And inside is just like really ominously lit is the jaws and then the little like angler light or something like that. And it could just be like a goofy place for people to take pictures or something. I don't know. I think it could just be a fun little detail, like where they go into those, this is like what it's like to be in the deep dark sea kind of thing, right? This is what it'd be like to be a little fish getting hunted, right? And then like even have the jaws floating off the wall and just have like some kind of a metal thing that holds them out. So that way people could stand behind the jaws and take photos with the jaws in front of them as if the jaws are, you know, like you're getting eaten or something. So I think that could be fun because people do that kind of thing all, you know, like at the freaking Universal Studios and stuff. They have the big jaws and like people stand inside and people love that kind of photo. I think that'd be maybe definitely a fun little thing for a photo op in one of your shark exhibits, or I know, which I think you are working on, the shark exhibit, and then like a deep sea, like spooky kind of thing maybe, which maybe gets debuted like Halloween time or something. I don't know. I know you guys got tons you're going off of though. Yes, Hawkeye. Of course, it's okay. It's easy to mistake. I understand. You know, deep fish are just crazy looking. So you know, anglerfish, swordfish. It's like the same thing. You know, it's practically 1-to-1. So just in the spelling, and English is a hard language, honestly. So, you know. No, but that's a good idea. That launched that whole thing I just said to Fruity. And Hawk, I don't think you know who Fruity is. So I'm specifically talking to Fruity Snacks here because he has a group. He and along with a bunch of other fishermen from the game created this whole aquarium within the game based off of all the fish that you can catch. And it's like visitable. Like you can go to this place and it has rooms filled with every single kinds of fish that's like inside the game that you can catch. Super duper cool. And yeah, Hawk is a friend of mine, and he doesn't really play Final is the thing, so that's why I'm also explaining. And I think he hasn't been in the streams for a couple of the last ones, but yeah, it's super cool. I've been telling him about all the cool stuff that we've been doing in here, and yeah, so like it's gotten a lot of attraction. It's gotten a lot of traction with a lot of people, and a lot of people have been wanting or asking for them to expand it, bring it to other data centers and other things. So I know one of the ideas for like this stream that I was doing was I wanted to, like I saw some of the aquarium setups that Fruity and his crew have done, and they're already honestly amazing. And I just wanted to like take a stream to explore how I might build an aquarium for them. And I know I've mentioned to Fruity, like I would potentially love to be able to contribute an actual room or something to one of their future things. But even just right here, I mean, just being able to help maybe fire off some ideas that you guys can go back through this stream and look at some of the stuff I talked about. And hopefully if it helps inspire you guys anyway, then that would be awesome. I mean, or I would, you know, even if it doesn't inspire you, if you just had fun with the stream, that's also fine too. So. Yeah, I can, actually, you know what? Here too, I even have, I'm gonna link it right here in the chat. No worries, Fruity. No, I completely understand that you have tons of stuff going on. So, seriously, don't worry. Again, this is the big reason why I wanted to do this stream, was it wasn't meant to pressure or anything like that. It was really just meant to be like, sooner than later, I wanted to explore creating some stuff, some concepts for you guys that might be helpful, and then let you just run wild with it. Like you can do whatever you want with these, you know? So. Oh, here. I'm again going to, there you go. There's the link to the Eorzean Aquarium. And if you're watching this in the future on YouTube as a VOD, the links to this will be in the description below. So, yeah, if you want to check out the Eorzean Aquarium, and Fruity's information will be all below. And Nimbus is asking, are those spears in the walls attached to retainers? They are attached to mannequins. So actually something fun too that I didn't do here, but you could do, and Fruity, you guys might want to make use of this too, right? Is the idea that if you use things like displays like this, whether they be spears or other things, you can name your retainers and then it will show up. And this is something that shows up for everybody. So you can, like right now, this is the names of my retainers, but you could make this like old spear, right? You could label what this thing is. So you could say like, you know, ancient spear and then like Mesopotamian spear or something like that, right? And you could name your retainers that, and then that will actually show up as the display when you show the things here. And it's so you can have a lot of fun with that. You can make it a joke, right? So for example, for the Jaws thing, you could hide a retainer and literally show nothing of the the mannequin. Don't even show the mannequin, right? Like don't even show the mannequin at all. Don't even attach an item to the mannequin. Just name the mannequin photo op and put the photo op like thing to prompt people with the Jaws. Oh, like photo op here. And you could put it right in the middle of the Jaws being on the wall. And then people would like walk in the room and they'd be like, oh shit, photo op. Like yeah, exactly. You know? So yeah, I could see that being another way, because like Fruity, you guys have a lot of information you're trying to convey to your guests. It could be a great way to, without having to add signage to your aquariums or your museums, as well as prompt things, or even just point out little goofy things and jokes and stuff. So, yeah, that could be very. I could see some interesting uses for that. Let me just, you know what? I feel like I need to get tank trimming or something for this thing. It just looks so barren. Where do we go for tank trimmings? I think you can just go out to, there's like a housing NPC out here that has them, right? So I'm just gonna plop down some kind of a tank trimming in there because it just feels so empty. Maybe I'll grab a fish too. Feels like that would make a good little thumbnail. I just realized too, I feel like this would be a great thing to add to my little playlist of like beginner friendly housing streams. Because I feel like, yeah, I hadn't really thought, like, I guess, yeah, it is pretty beginner friendly as well. Not only is it an apartment, but it's like very minimal glitchy and stuff. So that could be cool. Housing merchant, I think. Other tank trimmings. Where are they? Does anyone know where the tank trimmings would be? Tank trimmings, anybody? Bueller? There it is. Brooklet. Oh shoot, I don't know what all these are. Southern Seas. Crystalscape. Ruby Sea. Sunken Treasure. I'm gonna guess that Southern Seas is the one we want. That might resemble a babbling forest brook. Yeah, based off of the aquarium, it resembles the shallows of a tropical southern sea. I'm gonna guess it's this one, Southern Sea. I think we need this one. Based off of the fact that we have like the marlin, it kind of feels like more like a ocean versus a babbling brook, or like, it's not super particularly Hingen or anything. So I think we should use this. Nimbus is asking, will I be doing another housing tour soon? Yes, I think I will be. I think I am looking at having one in July. So, when exactly, I'm not quite sure, but I am, actually last night I started planning July, and tonight I was hoping to sort of finish out my schedule for July. So, it will be announced very soon, if not like even in the next day or so. But yeah, so in July, I think we will do a housing tour again. It might be a little closer to the end of the month, just because like July is already upon us, so I want people to have a little bit of a heads up on that. So yeah, that'll be another fun one. I think everybody, including myself, really enjoys doing the housing tours. There we go. Okay, that looks a little nicer. I feel like I need a fish. What's a cool fish? I'm just gonna go find a cheap fish. What's a cheap big fish? It doesn't have to be big, actually. Actually, don't I already have fish from when we were doing the previous build, but those might not be really appropriate for this. Let's go take a quick look at fish. Is there actually a tab here for fish? Seafood? Like, is there a tab here for aquarium fish? Coelacanth, that could be cool. Is a coelacanth really expensive though? Is it just in the seafood section? That is so... Okay, wait, what's the aquarium? Here we go. Oh my god, that coelacanth is ridiculously cheap. Alright, heck yeah, coelacanth. I tell you 3. How much space is it going to take up? Like, how much other fish can I put in after I put a coelacanth in a large? Seafood, okay. Let me see if I can just get some other really cheap things. Harbor herring? I feel like, okay, what else would be with a coelacanth? Can these go in? There's no such thing as a jellyfish in an aquarium, is there? We could use the little figurines to get the jellyfish, but... What's something that would be... So 3 smalls. Oh, actually, of course Fruity would know this. I'm sure you guys had to do all the math all the time for all the aquariums you were doing. Okay, Fruity, our fishing expert. What? Honestly, Amphi I know is quite versed in a lot of the fish too, but like... Throw out to me some 3 fish that might fit with a coelacanth in our little thing we have here. I think when people put jellies in an aquarium, it's not an actual fish they're putting in there. They're putting the little jellyfish lamps, and then you can kind of put those around. But what would be appropriate to be with a coelacanth? Also, what is this shark jaws? Is that a thing? Are those expensive? Megalodon jaws. Ah, heck, whatever. I'll just buy it. Okay. I kind of want to try putting the Megalodon jaws above. You can do... Yeah. Oh, you're talking about like a jellyfish in an actual aquarium, which, yes. Like the jellyfish rooms in actual aquariums are usually some of the most spectacular, for sure. Just the colors of the jellyfish, as well as just the... Like, there's always, like, really beautiful ambient music playing, and they're just so... It's so relaxing just watching them kind of, like, undulate through the water and stuff, doing their thing. It's beautiful. Okay. Do the coelacanth, full moon sardine, and tiger cod. Beautiful. Oh, from the same body of water. Cool. Perfect, perfect. Is it 1 full moon sardine? And 1 tiger cod? Billy! Hey, Billy! Hello! It's going well. We are actually just putting some of the little final touches on that for today. Oh, beautiful. Ultra cheap. 1 tiger cod, 1 full moon. Okay. 3 twin fish setup. Here, Billy, you'll see in a second here. I was just buying fish to put in the tank. So, we were originally going to explore like a different kind of museum thing, but it kind of just evolved back into an aquarium because the aquarium looks the coolest. At least with what I was experimenting with, it ended up just wanting to be an aquarium. And so, you know what? Sometimes you got to just let the build be what it wants to be. Let's see here. Let's put this back in my inventory. I think I could see with this kind of thing, maybe like the Megalodon jaws being really fun. Right? Because it feels like a little more aggressive, and especially like a sea look. I don't know. Let's see here. Heck yeah. So there we go. Oh wait, I can get a better angle of this. Tilt camera 100. Slightly better angle. I need that what's that thing where you're like looking for something in a bookshelf? I don't think I have that emote yet, but it would be perfect for like me. Like if you're like a kid up against the glass, like, oh my god, mom, look at the coelacanth. How freaking cool is that? I just need the I don't have the shared fate unlocked. But right over here, it would be perfect to just have the little sign, the whatchamacallit, the Labyrinthos warning sign, right? I think that would be like just a little touch. Oh, also this should be more of the corkboard, I think. I think we talked about changing the color of that. But what do you guys think? Yeah. Oh, actually with the jaws there, I wonder. Like that's kind of neat, right? With, I don't know, they're too illuminated. Is it more ominous and cool looking when it's like that? It's a little too bright, I think. Where's that alpine lamp? Yeah, it's like a little too ominous look, or like a little too bright looking. I wish it was just slightly darker. Let the light resolve itself. Like, does that look cool? Does that look better? I think it looks worse. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm not a big fan. I think there could be some kind of a light there, but I don't know what it'll be. For now, we'll just leave it like that, I think. You like the shadows are cool, but it feels like it just gets so bright. Honestly, I think this would be solved if I did if I take some time and do the rectangular partitions and float them up, and I can actually knock that top area to black and then put the light in. Because then that I think could be really cool. An indirect light shining through it to cast a giant mouth on the ground. It's a good question. I don't know. Let's see. An indirect light? Do I have one of those? I definitely don't have one here, actually. Let's go see how much those are. We can try it. That sounds like an interesting idea. Very true. I find the more I try and force something and the less I just let things flow, the worse it... Yeah, no, exactly, Billy. Like, me too. I did exactly the same kind of thing where a lot of times with a lot of art stuff, it's like this is the case with so many things, right? Where often like the piece that you end up liking the most about some build is that piece that you randomly stumbled upon and just work and like you just like went with it, right? Like you're like, oh, that's a really interesting, weird thing that kind of just happened, but I like it. And you just run with it for like an hour or something like that. And then like the rest of your build takes like 3 days. But then that piece that you banged out in like an hour is like amazing. And it just, because it flows, it just, you know, it just works or something. I don't know. Let's see. Wait, what are we talking about? See, it's on the market board? Wait, what are we trying to... I'm sorry, I see, yes, you could confirm you can buy that. What's on the market board? Were we responding to something else? I like shining, give indirect light. There was one JP aquarium that had a Major General cushion, cast a shadow on the ground. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, Major General. Oh yeah, the Major General. Indirect. Let's go with this. Wait, let's see. Indirect. All right. This one, right? Oh, so much more expensive. Maybe I should have searched if I had them. No, I don't. Well, I don't. Must do fundraiser. Fund my housing habit. I could stop anytime. It's just these are choices. Really? Okay. Oh, wait. This gives me such a good... Oh my gosh. Guys, I think we need to do a stream where we do shadow art. I think we need a whole... This now makes me just think. We need at least one whole stream dedicated to making shadow puppets and shadow art. Fruity, that's great. No, thank you. It looks so... Okay, Club Red Moon. I'll have to check that out sometime. Looking through books. Oh, I see what you guys are saying. Slash... The emote. Right. Yeah. So, the emotes. Slash confirm. You can buy it. Ballroom etiquette. Oh, all got brown. Right, thank you. You mentioned it briefly. Is it expensive on the market board? Confirm. Okay, my G-pose. Billy's saying my cave G-pose studio started out as like a weeb-looking back deck to a house, and slowly turned into a cave that had nothing to do with the original. I feel that. Yeah, I was like, before I built Prominence, I was building a guild adventurer tavern, and it became Prominence. Or like the izakaya bar that I was building, like, was actually also going to be the guild tavern. I was experimenting with that as well, and I was experimenting with building like the bar area of what would become a guild tavern. And the bar the bar concept, I just kept adding more and more and more to it, and it became my Japanese izakaya build. Because it just started looking more and more Hingen, and then I was just like, you know what, forget it. All right, it's gonna just be Hingen. That's fine. So, yo, that's crazy though. That looks so good. I wonder if, so I'm sure there's a position you could do this where you'd get the top and the bottom, right? Because it's not quite getting the top and bottom teeth. But I think maybe you could either use 2 lights, or you just have to position the jaws a little bit farther out or something, right? But I think you could definitely do something really cool with that. And now I messed it up, and now I can't grab it. There it is. Alright, that doesn't look as cool. That's so cute. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, look at that. All right. I think we got a winner. Ding ding ding. Winner winner chicken dinner. Oh wait. Confirm / Aldgoat Brown. As Anthony is reminding me. Red Moon. Oh, so it sounds like people know what this club is. Club Red Moon. Must be a thing, huh? Actually, wait. Okay, before I forget, I need to jot... We just had a couple of really good ideas on this. I need to quickly just jot this down. What did we talk about? Oh, in the dark room. Bald goat. Old goat? Old goat. There we go. Wow. One of the biggest 18 plus RP venues on Genova. It might be one of the biggest. Huh. Wow. Okay. I mean, sounds like it could be an interesting place to go. I'm just curious from the Shadow Puppet perspective. Oh, so pricey. Supporting the local economy. Supporting the local economy. Okay. And then confirm. What did we say? It was... Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Oh, you know, I was just thinking I'm kind of thirsty. Gonna... Thank you. Oh, you're in there right now? Wait, is the venue always open? Okay, what was the thing I'm looking for? Yeah, emote confirm, ballroom etiquette, scholarly certitude. There we go. Holy heck! Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I don't need the emote that badly. It was just like a cute, like it'd be fun to do for a G-pose photo or something, but I don't know. Oh, is that a really... Wait, I don't know. Do you think that would be really cute though for like the thumbnail or like a post? Do you think will this make the Twitter people go wild? If I look like a kid in a candy shop looking at the coelacanth, is it worth it? Just use Scholar. I don't have Scholar unlocked. Is that if that's what you mean? Like using like the read book? It's okay. I can just be like cheering or something, you know? Like this is like, oh wow, a coelacanth. It's true, you can never have enough emotes. I'll debate about it. Maybe I'll go market board hopping and I'll see if there's like maybe one that's a little cheaper. Tap the glass? Oh, can you do that? How do you do... It's a tap? What is the... poke or something, maybe? Oh, there, that's perfect. You're right. That's good. Something like that. Could be like, like that. Thumbnail. Something like that, you know? I don't know, you have to play around a little bit with the angle or something. Oh, that's even nice too, just like that. I will... Oh right, dyeing these things all goat brown. Here you go. Amphi, don't yell at me, I'm sorry. Thank you for the reminder though. Haha! Okay. Actually, well, I don't know. In the yellow light, it looks a little bizarre. What color would that board be naturally? I don't know. Maybe it should be something striking, like blue or something, right? But yeah. Okay. See you, Fruity. Thank you so much for coming by. I hope this gave you some ideas and stuff. And as I said, as always, the VOD for this is going to be up on my YouTube. So you can always show some of your other volunteers or whatever. It should be up by the end of the week. So Take care. Thanks for coming by. Awesome. I can't wait to see what you guys do with the aquarium and whatever else you guys are working on. So, yeah. And Nimbus said to post his shadow puppets in the Discord. Oh, they usually have more pride decorations right now. That makes sense. I understand. So, yeah, man, I gotta say, this is pretty simple in terms of like what is going into making this thing, but I gotta say, I think it looks pretty good. Toot toot. Like, that's pretty solid, I think. And it's very beginner friendly, as we mentioned. Like, everything here... Well, okay, I guess it's not completely super inexpensive because, like, the aquarium is pretty expensive. But, yeah, like, most of these are NPC items. Only a couple of things bought from the market board. And there's, like, minimal glitching. It's mostly just putting like wall-mounted or tabletop items and then just unsticking them, but that's very easy to do. If anyone needs explanation for that and watches this in the future, just check out my Housing 101 tutorial. I'll link it below. And I'll link it here right now. But like basically, if you just watched this, you'd know how to unstick stuff from walls. And then I think Housing 201 is where I explained the mannequins. But you could also literally watch me do it here in this video, earlier in the video, and then you get the spears on the wall there. I think could just fiddle with the lighting a bit more, make it a bit more moody looking, dress up the tank a bit more, because the tank's a little sparse looking right now. Just do some aquascaping in it, like we did for the other episode. And I think it'd be really cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up here for this thing. I think we accomplished pretty much what I wanted to do here, which was come up with a cool concept for like building out an aquarium or a museum kind of setup. And I think again, what I was saying is that really you just rip the aquarium out of this setup that I have right now, and you could dress this up in multiple ways. And you could use this as a repeating pattern in a bunch of different kinds of builds. And you could make dioramas or weapons displays or whatever you want to do. So, yeah. Thank you everybody for coming out to this stream. And I'm going to have the VOD for this as well as Monday's mystery, I think it was Monday, mystery item build will also be, they'll both be up on my YouTube. I actually have the mystery item build already loaded up. I just need to finish writing the timestamps out for that. But both of them will be up by the end of the week. So if you want to look when we watch through some of those, then you will be more than welcome to do so. I have a whole bunch of stuff planned for July. So we are rounding here to the end of June, but I have a whole bunch of awesome stuff planned for July, including things like a housing tour. I'm going to, I think, recreate a part of one of my old builds that I think I can do in an apartment. But I originally built it in a house. But I'm thinking I might be able to do it in an apartment. I think it'd be cool to just try and see if I can create that. And I got some other ideas. And I got a bunch of DJ housing stream stuff coming up, as well as some other goodies. However, next Monday is the 4th of July. So for anyone here in America, first of all, happy Freedom Day. 4th of July, ding, ding, ding. Have a fun weekend wherever you end up. But also, there's a maintenance that day for 6.18, where we get DC travel. So that was the wrong emote. There you go. We will have DC travel, I think, starting next Monday, right? That's what that implication is, the 6.18 maintenance that happens Monday. It's 24 hours though, so I will not be able to stream next Monday, but we can all just be really excited and look forward to DC travel. So come next Wednesday, we can all start hanging out together on our mains at all these events and everything, and that'll be so much fun. I'm so excited for that. And just to be able to, like, for this next housing tour in July, we'll all be able to, like, look awesome together and nobody has to worry about making alts and stuff. Hopefully. I mean, I guess with something implementing this big, there's the chance that things could not be as smooth as ideal at first. But hopefully they'll get their stuff sorted out and it will come together. I think it'll be very, very cool. So, yeah. I'll be publishing stuff that's coming up the next couple days or at the start of like next week, just because, you know, yeah, still planning a little bit of what we're going to do. Tons of awesome stuff. I'm so excited. If you, I don't think, have they begun yet? I don't think they've actually started yet, so I can't quite raid them. The people at Club Orbit have their opening tonight, but they're starting a lot later than normal, so they're starting at 7:30. So Aramore and his Lo-Fi FC crew opening Club Orbit tonight. So if you want to party, I recommend that one. That'll be a great time. I think they have Swage and Callie. Callie Valentine and Swage Sounds. I think is his full thing. And that starts at 7:30, I believe. So that's in roughly a little over half an hour from now. It's 6:49 where I am. There you go. There's Aramore. You are still here. Hello, Aramore. There you go. Yeah, no worries. Glad you're still around here. Let's see. I think, yeah, that's gonna be all from me for tonight. Does anyone have any questions? Anyone have any final comments, questions, concerns? Farewell messages? I gotta say, looking at this, like I'm looking at it on my screen and I'm looking at it on the stream too, I'm like, man, that actually does look pretty good. It's like simple, but I feel like it registers very well as what it is. I wasn't sure how this would come out. This is one of those builds where I didn't really know what I was going to do going into it. It's just very much a like, I kind of know the direction I want to build, but I have no clue, look, like where it's going to go. Which is always a little bit scary because like there's the possibility of something just turning out like really not that great. But not so. So, yeah, you boy. Cool. All right. Well, I think I'll say then thank you all for coming. I look forward to seeing you guys next Wednesday, so a week from now, for the next stream. Scheduled stream, certainly, at least. And yeah. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening wherever that takes you. Have a great 4th of July weekend, if that is relevant to you. And even if it's not relevant to you, frankly, have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you guys all soon. Good evening and good night, everybody.